You've been here for a while. What's the best thing about Sweden?
The woman? No, I'm kidding. The people. I think everybody's so friendly. Yeah, it helps that everybody can speak English. And I mean, if the weather was like, let's say, between 20 and 30 year round, I think it would be one of the best countries to live in the world. I'm not saying it's not one of the better countries, but I think it's got a lot. It's got a lot more great things about it than bad.
Which city do you prefer, Örebro or Helsingborg?
I think I definitely prefer Helsingborg because it's on the water. The water makes a huge difference. Örebro has the castle, but it's a little bit boring compared to Helsingborg.
You've been placed as an offensive center midfielder. How well does it work for you?
Yeah, I think it's okay. I think it's a position that I really like. The role that I have when I do play center midfielder is kind of more a little bit free role. I can, I'm expected to move a lot off the ball, try to find spaces in between the midfield and defenses of other teams and behind the defenses. So I like that role. And of course I can play anywhere in the midfield, so I'm fine with whatever.
Scored and you made assists so far in the first games here. What do you think about your opening of the season and your team's opening?
Yeah, I think we're all a little bit disappointed about how we've kind of started. I think when you look back at all the games and how they've played out, we've had the lead in the two games that we've lost and tied. And I think you can say we've been so close to having 12 points and at the top of the table, yet so far away kind of thing. But we just got to keep working hard. But I think for me, I said at the beginning of the season, I expect myself to score more goals and have more points, and in this role that I have, more offensive. So, so far I think it's been okay. It could be better. I could have finished a couple more chances. So, but I just got to look forward now.
When you're not playing soccer, what do you do?
I just chill. I like to just hang out at home and with some of the guys. After training, go eat some lunch, grab a fika, and then just hang out at home. Skype is like the best invention. I can catch up with my friends and family from back home, and play some Call of Duty at home with the guys, and yeah, just chill.
And how do you boost yourself before a game?
I just prepare myself mentally and listen to music pretty much. But I try, throughout the day. Let's say on a game day, if it's a late game, I usually take my naps in between the day. A couple. Maybe 1 or 2 hour naps, and just try to take my head off the game and just listen to music, and yeah.
What do you think of the crowd here at Olympia?
Yeah, it's all right. It's good. I think I was a little bit critical after one of the games, but I think maybe I was expecting maybe a little bit more fans in the stands for certain games. Especially. I think when we play a good style of football, and we got a good team and some good players. So I think now with the weather that's better, I expect more.
You've already played Gävle once this season. How should you play to get another win?
We played Gävle already. We got a good result against them, but I think everybody knew after that game that we didn't really play that well. But of course, you can't really play well every game, of course, but it's important that you can win those games that you don't play well. But Gävle is a tough team to meet. They're very disciplined, straight 4-4-2, and they defend themselves well, and they can score on you on a counter and offset pieces. So you always got to be careful with that. But I think if we play our game, I think we just got to be patient and open them up and score our chances.
If you could be another person for a day, who would you want to be?
Yeah, that's tough, but I don't know. Just random, I guess. Maybe Justin Timberlake or Beckham. I think they're two of the guys that I think they got everything. They got athleticism. They can play any sport pretty much. They get the chicks. They can do Justin Timberlake he can sing, dance, do everything. So if I could be one person, maybe him be pretty cool.
What gives you goosebumps?
Gives me goosebumps. Yeah, I would say sometimes when you come out of the tunnel and you hear the people singing songs and your name and stuff, I think that's always, you're always going to get those nervous butterflies in your stomach. That always gives you goosebumps. But also, when you watch, sometimes, when I'm bored at home or something, you watch some YouTube videos or you watch some videos of inspirational videos of people and stuff. So I think sometimes, with the music playing in the background and you see some of the things that throughout the world, it opens your eyes up to a lot of stuff and that can give you goosebumps.
What would you do if you were invisible for a day?
Invisible for a day. I would try to sneak around as many people's lives as I can get to. No, I don't know. Invisible for a day, yeah. I would try to get inside of a big... oh, man, I don't even know. Inside the mind of who... What can I say? Shit, you better cut this clip because I don't even know where I'm going with it. If I could be invisible for a day,
Should jag just... Ska jag bara ta den frågan igen?
Yeah. I don't know. No, I can't say that. If I could be invisible for a day, I think I would. I would try to sneak up on a meeting of the CEOs of a big Forbes 500 company and see what they're planning on doing, and then maybe I could be able to steal their plan and go with it with my strategy and become a CEO of a big company.
If you could go back in time, which time would you like to experience?
Which time? Yeah, that's a good question. Caught me off guard with this one.
Doesn't have to be that far back.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to think of all the different decades, though. What's a cool decade? I think maybe, the 60s or something. I don't know. When you got all the hippies and people, they're carefree living, just, everything was just so chill and people didn't really have to, they didn't really mind so much. There wasn't all this, of course, there's always been violence throughout the world, but I feel like before people just lived their lives and didn't really have a care about much and, just laid back.
If you could have dinner with any famous person you wanted to, who would you want to have dinner with?
If I could have dinner with one person, it would probably be... I don't know, probably I would say Michael Jordan. I think for me growing up, he was like one of my idols as an athlete, everything he did. He's the greatest basketball player of all time, and I think just to have dinner with him and see him wearing his crazy suits that he wears and just talking to him about his experiences and everything would be pretty cool.
If you were to rule the world for a day, what would you want to change?
If I could rule the world for a day, well, not that it ever can happen, but probably peace. I mean, as an American, obviously, your USA gets a lot of media attention and everything, and I feel like there's, when I've been traveling around the world, there's always a lot of different types of opinions about USA, and it's very interesting to me. But at the same time, I'm proud to be American, but I think it would help that, you see all these recent Boston stuff and all the terrorist attacks and all this stuff. And there's too much hatred in the world, simply. And, if I could try to minimize the violence as much as possible, that would be my main goal.
And last question, if you could bring one of your teammates to a deserted island, who would it be?
One of my teammates to a deserted island. I would probably say Donnie Anderson, maybe. He's the older guy here. He's experienced. He could probably help me out, figure things out, and at the same time, he's the one that talks the most and never shuts up, and makes you laugh and always joking around. So I think we could hit it off if we could survive. We could find a way to survive, both of us, in some island.